please talk a little bit about Doi Tung.
Yes, okay. Doi Tung Development Project has started by Her Royal Highness, the Princess Mother, or in fact, ordinary people would call the King's Mother. All right. She initiated since the year 1987-88. Doi Tung project is in Chiang Rai, northernmost of the Thailand, and the area is about 150 square kilometers. What had happened during those days, it was the heart of the Golden Triangle. So when I say it's the heart of the Golden Triangle, everybody knows that it is something to do with drugs, because it's so infamous for opium growing and made into heroin. The thing is, when the Princess Mother went up there and tried to solve these problems, may them be the triple bottom line, whether it's going to be economically, socially, or environmentally. So the triple bottom line, she has it in mind. Plus one more thing is the sustainability. You see? So we have to study, once she wants to do it, to help the people out of the vicious cycle, which all these things had happened. Denuded land, encroaching in the forestry in every country. It's not in Thailand alone. In every country that the land is denuded because of two reasons that she thought about. One, it became because of poverty. The other is the lack of opportunity in life. That's why they have to cut down the trees, because they know underneath the tree the soil is so fertile. They can grow rice and it has a lot of tonnage, or let's say so many kilos under the lush forest because of the soil. And then once you grow rice there in the paddy field, not in the hillside, it cannot grow for 3 times in a row. Otherwise the stalk will be this high only and no rice grains or whatever. That's why all these things has to be talked about and find the true facts. The database has to be really, really meticulous on this matter. Otherwise, you would not find out what is the root cause of the problem.
So from since then until now, you have the products such as, well, for example, we heard about cafe, we heard about macadamia, but obviously you don't just have macadamia cafe. What else do you have in the what is the selling products for Doi Tung?
The thing, before you talk about the selling the product, you have to say, we have to consider that we have to change their way of life. And they have to agree upon it. So this is the key issue, that if you're going to change them from growing opium, what can you do? So I thought about the Assam Belt. We are on the Assam Belt, all right? And Assam Belt is good for growing coffee, tea. Everybody knows that. And whenever you can grow the marijuana, coffee, marijuana, opium, or whatever, drugs, those places can grow opium, they can grow coffee and tea very well. But the thing is, tea, in those days, 20 odd years ago, when you pick the tea leaves, you have to dry them. So you have to cut the log to make it into firewood, to dry the little leaves that you drink for tea, right? So that is against the reforestation. So I have to settle with the second best, which is coffee. Now, if they do it like that, and then we replant the reforestation, what happened? They earn the money, all right? In the past, they earn only about 3,702 baht per person per annum. But when they come and work with us, we change them from agriculturists to become agricultural laborer. So we pay them 40 baht daily. So if you times 40 baht in 300 days of the year, it becomes 12,000 baht, which is 3 times more than they grow opium. This is the reason, that's why they believe in us, because their life has improved threefold.
And it doesn't harm
You see,
environment at
that's
all.
right.
Everything goes
You see,
faster.
so we reforestation, but economic forestry has to come along. That's why when your question is, we have the product like coffee. That's economic forestry. We call it coffee macadamia.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you do the macadamia and coffee and you sell it at commodities, someone will go and put the factory and put the value chain into it. So why don't we do it with them? They don't have the technique, they don't have the know-how. We brought them in from Kona, from Hawaii, from Kona. We brought the macadamia from Australia, for example. So I think these are the knowledge that we brought in, and all the equipment, the best of the equipment, you know, from coffee is from Brazil in those days. So we bought the machine, small machine from Brazil to come and put the value creation on this, the value chain, so to speak. That's why we have the macadamia and coffee to the extent that the best that we can do in Thailand. All right. But the next thing is that you said, what else do we have? Now we have to look into the the people. What are they? What are they? We have. I am a minority up there.
Oh.
A Thai person, the real Thai, who has the ID card and Thai passport. We are minority
Of course.
because 46% are the Akha, the Hill tribe, who migrate from China, you know, and so on and so forth, down to Thailand and so on. Lahu, Kuomintang, Chinese Kuomintang, and also Thai Yai, Thai Lư, Thai Lua, or the Thai. We have to look into these people. What are they good at? Their roots. The Chinese are good in sewing. All right? The Hill tribes, or the Hill people, they're good in embroidery. But the Shan people, or the Thai Lư, Thai Lua, Thai Yai, they're good in weaving. You see? Go back to their roots. You don't have to do anew. Go back to their roots and pick up on this matter and try to put the global to local, which means I have the students, postgrad, from the London School of Arts, like Chelsea, you see, and also St. Martin. These people, the students, they come over to Thailand, to Doi Tung, and design by computer. All right? So that's global. Come to local, to Doi Tung. You see? And once they do these things, design, they have to ask the ladies who we brought them here today, you see, on this afternoon. You can ask her. These ladies will, you know, the students have to ask the weaver whether the design that they designed by computer can actually be woven. So this is a global to local, but at the same time, it's local. It's got to do it and do it to come to the material, like placemats, or whether it's going to be cushion cover or interior decorations, like carpets and whatnot. Even here, the carpet right here is done there, you see. So these are the product that we made. So who's going to buy it? We export about 40% to Europe. So that's local to global. So it's both way, global to local and eventually local to global. So today, when the nation multimedia is coming along here, this is the biggest step also. Today is the biggest step that we go get the www.doitung.com. This also, what the nation is trying to help us, the Mae Fah Luang Foundation and Doi Tung, is put us, the local people, a very small, tiny group of people, into the global by way of e-commerce.